Welcome back to Best of the West, Year 6. Our final 3 matches on tap next. AJ Kirsch and the visionary of the Best of the West women's division, Katarina Lee at ringside. Let's send it to our ring announcer, Davey Dangerously.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Official in charge of this contest, referee Luis. Introducing first.
2 championship matches and another one-on-one contest coming up tonight to close out the biggest night in Best of the West history.
Introducing first, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing tonight at 190 pounds, he is the talk of the town, Joe DeSoul.
Calls himself the talk of the town. I don't know who else is talking about Joe DeSoul, but in his mind, everybody's talking about him.
I think that that shirt is worth talking about. Snazzy.
Very snazzy, very shiny. Shiny shirt.
Also that fiery red hair, perfectly matched with his trunks and laces.
And sunglasses indoors at night.
Only the cool kids wear sunglasses indoors at night.
Quite the statement by the talk of the town, Joe DeSoul. Very angry look on his face right now.
He's just focused.
As he should be. He's got his hands full with his opponent here tonight.
And his opponent from Parlier, California, weighing at 165 pounds, Cameron Gates.
A huge ovation for Cameron Gates.
Can I just point out that he's dressed like a banana?
You can, but I'm going to point out that Joe DeSoul is dressed like the Kool-Aid Man. Cameron Gates, one of the hot young prospects here at Best of the West. A huge future in store for this kid. If he can keep doing what he's been doing, if he can keep getting better.
Yes, but will Cameron Gates drink the Kool-Aid? Or will
I see what you did there.
Joe DeSoul slip on a banana?
Well done. Well done. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Indeed. I do like that back tattoo on Cameron Gates, by the way. I think we mentioned this before.
Beautiful dragon piece, looks like. Huge show of support here for Cameron Gates. Not so much for Joe DeSoul.
Joe DeSoul not intimidated by the blinding yellow gear or the tattoo.
And Joe DeSoul taking a moment here to...
It's very wise. Sometimes you just, you have to pace yourself a little bit at the beginning.
Cameron Gates, though, you see how quickly he moves. I don't think he has any interest in pacing himself.
Not at all.
But Joe DeSoul, never, ever, ever turn your back on your opponent.
That was fast. Cameron Gates was not expecting that. And he's paying for it now.
Joe DeSoul chops to the exposed chest
To the
Cameron
throat,
Gates.
I think.
Oh yeah, it could have been very high on the chest, if not the throat.
A little bit of anger there between the two, slugging it out. Now let's see what we're going to see here.
Irish whip. Gates hangs on. Up and over goes Joe DeSoul. Able to keep his vertical base though. Springboard drop kick and down goes the talk of the town.
Referee calling for him to come back in, but Cameron Gates not sticking to the rules either.
No, he's not. Cameron Gates throwing caution to the wind.
Not sure it's wise this early in the match, but
Well, it paid off. It paid off for him.
So far. Oh,
Beautiful slingshot elbow connecting.
that was very nice.
First cover of the matchup, hooks the far leg. There's 2 and a kick out at 2.
He's a talented young man, this Cameron Gates.
Yes, he is. I think the quote-unquote office here at Best of the West thinks the same thing.
How could you not? That being said, if you're the talk of the town, there's only one thing that's worse than being talked about, and that's not being talked about.
That's true.
That's an Oscar Wilde quote, by the way, for reference.
Oh! There's a hot shot for Cameron Gates. Compliments of the talk of the town, Joe DeSoul.
That was very smart, using the ring ropes there. There's many different ways to do that, but that was very innovative.
It was. In the hands of a veteran like Joe DeSoul, the ring can be a valuable weapon. Side Russian leg sweep.
Very nice.
Textbook. Over his opponent. There's a leg drop right across the throat into the cover. Lateral press, only a 1 count, says referee Luis.
You know, Joe DeSoul does have a little bit more size on him than Cameron Gates, which is
True.
which is going to be useful in this contest. Even though Cameron Gates is sort of muscling his way out of it, but semi-successful, you should
Right,
say.
semi-successful. Joe DeSoul in control. Lowers his head for a backdrop. Gets kicked right in it. Oh, and then almost takes Cameron Gates' head off.
Nice.
The clothesline hooks the far leg. And again, only a 2 count. Left shoulder up.
I think this is really where he's gonna take advantage of his slightly superior size and strength. Got some and very nice suplex.
Well, there you called it. Muscling up Cameron Gates. In the cover. It's a 1 count. 2 count that time, and I think Joe DeSoul is just capitalizing on the prone position of Cameron Gates, forcing him to kick out time and time again.
I mean, this is a good place to be. He just needs to keep him down. I mean, Cameron Gates is a fiery competitor.
Yes, he is, but that fire was just doused with an elbow from Joe DeSoul.
A watery elbow, so to speak. Not really, just carrying on his metaphor.
Thank you. And now stalking his prey is Joe DeSoul. They're going to slow the pace down a little bit, which I think definitely plays to the favor of Joe DeSoul. Cameron Gates, the smaller of the two, the quicker, definitely not afraid to fly.
Definitely. And this kind of a hold, it does allow Joe DeSoul to breathe a little bit, but
Right. Although now he's just on the receiving end of a flurry of strikes.
sort of backfired, I guess.
Oh! Shot right to the kidneys. And Joe DeSoul follows him in with a big boot. Didn't even see it coming, did Cameron Gates. Oh! Gates with a flying single leg drop kick, and both competitors are down.
So it feels sometimes when one of the competitors is a little bit bigger, as Joe DeSoul is here, the other person, in this case Cameron Gates, might think that their opponent isn't as fast as they are. But in this case, it doesn't necessarily seem to be that way.
Right.
Both very fast.
Gates, though, just a hair faster and on a roll right now. Oh! Dumping Joe DeSoul face first, and now looks like he's going for a crossface. Joe DeSoul knew it was coming and is able to scramble to the ropes.
Cameron Gates is appointed.
Cameron Gates. Joe DeSoul able to shake him off. Super kick right underneath the jaw. Gates may be out cold.
Beautiful.
Cover.
This
1,
could be it.
2. No, a kick out at 2.
Joe DeSoul is disappointed. He was really hoping, I think, for this match to be over. Crowd chanting Gates.
Joe DeSoul says it's over, and of course you know 100% of the time whenever a pro wrestler says it's over, it's always, always, always over. Here comes what is sure to be the finish of the match. Oh, look at that, it's not. Cameron Gates rolls through. 1, 2. Oh, was that looked like a 3 to me, but the referee signals only 2. Very innovative. DDT and into the crossface. Joe DeSoul taps out immediately.
Here's your winner by submission, Cameron Gates.
Cameron Gates with a very innovative take on the DDT, almost turned it into a bulldog, and then in perfect position to slap on that crossface. Joe DeSoul was a world away from the ropes, nowhere to go, and knew the smart thing to do was tap and live to fight another day. Cameron Gates with a huge victory here at Year 6. We are back at Best of the West Year 6 with not one, but 2 championship matches to close out tonight's monumental event. Let's send it to our ring announcer, Davey Dangerously.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Best of the West West Coast Championship. Official in charge of this contest, referee Knuck Johnson.
West Coast title on the line, one of the most fiercely contested for titles in this promotion or anywhere else.
You gon' see what I'm about to say. You gon' see. Give me a pen, I don't even drink, but fuck it, I need some hand. Give me a pen, I put my brothers watch, never I find myself, I choke it with my pen. I push some weight, it's better than gym, I'm stepping out to me. You got me on my back, I never took my mentally torn.
Brett the Threat with an impressive showing at Best of the West Worlds Collide at the FSW Arena in Las Vegas. Tapped out the reigning West Coast champion, Prince Gabriel, and in doing so, earned himself a title shot right here tonight. And Brett the Threat came here ready to fight. I mean, he's always ready for a fight.
He looks fierce for sure.
Yeah, he does.
He seems to have some fans here.
Well, they're chanting Prince, not Brett.
Oh.
So the West Studios has come unglued at the arrival of the reigning, defending West Coast champion, Prince Gabriel.
That is some headdress he's wearing. Look at that. He looks like a prince tonight.
It's the biggest show of the year, and perhaps the most arduous title defense Prince Gabriel has ever seen. Brett the Threat, not impressed, not intimidated, and ready to go tooth and nail at Prince Gabriel.
And they haven't waited for the referee.
Well, that backfired on Brett the Threat.
It did.
Knuck trying to get them back into the ring. Listen to this crowd. They are fighting amongst the fans here.
They are loving it.
Scintillating chops on the outside.
Nuck Johnson desperately trying to get them back in the ring.
Nuck is fired up.
Wow, an explosive start to this match. Just brawling outside of the ring.
Match hasn't even started yet officially. And now Bret the Threat back in control. Look at his chest already turning a beet red after those well-placed chops from Prince Gabriel.
Bret now back in control.
Nuck pleading with the two of them to get it back in the ring. He's got a kendo stick.
What? Is this allowed?
No, it's not allowed, but the match hasn't even started yet.
Well, Prince Gabriel managed to get out of the way.
As soon as we can get them both in the ring, we might actually get some order here. An official start to this championship contest.
That would be good. Something's happening on the apron here. This looks dangerous.
Bret the Threat blocking it.
Finally, one of them's back in. Prince Gabriel.
Shoves him off. Oh! Prince Gabriel meets Bret the Threat with a forearm.
Coming off the ropes for something vicious.
Knee across the back. And at last, we are officially underway. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
Just in time for the first cover. Unsuccessful, but a lot of this match has already taken place.
Yeah, it has. You can't ignore these first few minutes or so that happened before the bell rang and on the outside of the ring. Bret the Threat trying to jump the gun and did not work out in his favor.
And we have some punches in the corner. The audience is counting.
Compelled to count along.
Oh.
Bret the Threat, though, just dumps Prince Gabriel with a double leg.
Wow, look at that strength.
Not to mention that rage.
That was impressive. Well, I think Bret the Threat definitely, he knows what's at stake here. This is, like you said, the biggest show in Best of the West's history. He wants his hand on that title tonight.
Yes, he does. And if he hits him with that threat level midnight, that rear naked choke, just as he did in Vegas, he will tap out Prince Gabriel and leave only his second match here at Best of the West as the West Coast champion.
That's right, that could very well happen. He already has a pretty impressive track record.
Yes, he does. Technically undefeated here at Best of the West. Answered an open challenge issued by Prince Gabriel in Vegas and was victorious.
Showing a little bit of a swagger here. I'm not sure that's the right time to...
1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And a huge clothesline taking down Prince Gabriel.
Still in control, but going quickly for the cover.
Another kick out at 2.
Smart to immediately go for that cover once you've got your opponent down, especially in this type of situation.
Right, waste no time whatsoever as every precious moment counts.
And knowing how fast this tide can turn.
Bret the Threat now setting up for a snap suplex.
Muscled him over.
Yeah, he did.
Some speed and quickness.
1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Bret the Threat, a very accomplished amateur wrestler, a background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You saw him throwing some strikes before this contest began. And now flexing as he steps over Prince Gabriel.
He would probably do better not to be quite so distracted. It looks like he's trying to show off to the audience, or rather...
Or rub it in their face that he's dominating the matchup, at least for the time being. But Prince Gabriel still fighting back, but that chop definitely put a stop to it.
He's got him in the ropes now.
Irish whip. Prince Gabriel. Uh-oh. He's got a sleeper in. If he brings him down to the canvas and wraps his legs around him, that could be the threat level midnight, but it looks like Bret the Threat keeping it a sleeper hold, and a belly-to-back suplex breaks it up.
I think that's the kind of situation where Prince Gabriel knows if he succumbs to this move, this could easily be the end of him.
Right.
And just as much as Brett wants to...
1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
As much as Brett wants to prove himself tonight and get that title, Prince Gabriel has no intention of giving it up.
None whatsoever.
Especially after he did...
Wait a second, he's going right back to that sleeper, though.
He's got him down on his knees this time. He's progressing.
And you see Prince Gabriel trying to keep that leg underneath him, trying to stay on his feet. Oh, and now he's got all of his weight on Prince Gabriel.
He's managing to... Oh, he pushes him back in the corner.
Prince Gabriel trying everything he can.
That took a lot out of him. I mean, you can tell. Like, a choke like that in the middle of the match, sometimes it takes you a little while to get your breathing back.
Absolutely. It doesn't just affect you when it's applied. It affects you for the next several minutes, if not the rest of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Well-placed elbow to Brett the Threat. Oh! Both knees right into the face of Brett the Threat. Prince Gabriel into the cover. 1, 2. No, only 2. The whole crowd thought that was 3.
That was so close.
Yes,
I thought
it was.
That was it too. Yeah. The audience chanting that was 3, but no, it was not.
Right, Nuck was in perfect position to make that count. Only 2, regardless of how much that crowd wanted it to be 3.
Honestly, Nuck barely ever makes a mistake, if ever.
If ever.
Possibly one of the best at his craft. And now, both men getting up to their feet, exchanging blows. This is an exciting moment because this could be the moment that the tide will be turned and the match could be decided in
Absolutely.
seconds.
This is wildly with that discus. Oh my God, what a high German suplex. Prince Gabriel landed awkwardly on his shoulder, maybe even his neck. Referee Nuck is right there to check on him, and it looks like this contest will continue, but it may not for much longer. There's a cover. 1, 2, and no, right shoulder up.
So close.
Right shoulder up at the last possible second after a gnarly German suplex, and Brett the Threat has to be getting frustrated right now.
He can't believe it. So close to that coveted gold. Oh, he's angry.
Oh yeah, he is, and he is now going to the turnbuckle to, I'm sure, remove the turnbuckle pad. This is not a no disqualification match. Referee sees him do it.
I don't think it's allowed, but technically it's not a foul until he does something with it. Is that right?
That is correct.
So as of right now, he's just, well, hopefully he won't be too distracted to notice Prince Gabriel getting up in the corner over there. Possibly getting himself back in the game.
That turnbuckle is now exposed.
Uh-oh.
That does not look good. Prince Gabriel blocks it. Blocks it twice. Elbow to the midsection.
This is an act of a desperate man.
Oh! Nobody home. He just hit himself sternum first. Prince Gabriel off one side, the other. A spear cuts him in half. 1, 2, and 3. Prince Gabriel retains.
Wow, what a finish. That certainly backfired. Brett the Threat trying to raise the threat level by getting rid of that turnbuckle.
Prince Gabriel taking advantage of the bed that Brett the Threat made and then had to lay in it. The exposed turnbuckle straight to the sternum. Prince Gabriel with the spear puts Brett the Threat down for 3, and Prince Gabriel will leave year 6 the way he came in as the West Coast champion.